a question that people ask me all the time. They're like, when should I start teaching my kids about money? When should we start having those conversations? It is never too early to start teaching your kids about money, because they pick up things so much younger than we expect them to. Their little minds are so much more capable than oftentimes we give them credit for. As soon as they are old enough to not swallow money, they are old enough to handle money. So we talk with our kids a lot about the choices that we have made. Since the time that they are little, we've talked about credit cards, we've talked about debt, we've talked about mortgages, we've talked about why we pay cash, we've talked about why we live on a budget. And so we have those conversations, and we do it at, the level that they are able to understand. When they're really little, we're not going to explain mortgages and investments, all that, but we're going to start out in a little way. And then as they ask questions, as they get a little bit older, as they're watching us, we explain why we're doing what we're doing. It also helps to keep us accountable. When you've explained to your kids why you're making the money choices that you're making, you have to then be accountable to those choices as well. We give them opportunities to handle money. So since the time our kids are little, like I said, if they're old enough to not swallow money, they're old enough to handle money. So we give them opportunities to earn money through doing paid chores. So we have non-paid chores at our house. These are chores that you have to do because you are a part of our family and you are expected and required to do this as part of our family. We also have paid chores, and these are chores that you can elect to do because you want to earn some extra money. There's a lot of incentive in our home to do paid chores because we give our children that opportunity so that if they want to buy something, they have to use their own money. So when we're at the store and they see something that they want, if they say, "Mom, can you buy that for me?" I am never going to say, "Yes, absolutely." I'm going to say, did you bring your own money? Do you have money for that? Do you have enough money for that? So we allow them opportunities to earn money so that they can handle money, so that they can have the opportunity to learn that money has value and stuff costs money, and to learn that if I work this many hours, then I can buy this thing. Is this thing really worth working this many hours? They start putting those things together in their mind when you give them those opportunities. We also require them, if they are going to buy something, they go up to the checkout lane. Obviously, we stand behind them, but they have to bring their own money and they interact with the cashier and they buy it. This teaches them also that there's such a thing as tax, and you have to make sure that you have enough money to pay for something and that you also add in tax. And this gives them real life hands-on experience in small ways so that they start to really connect the dots of the value of money and how much stuff costs. One of the beautiful things of giving them opportunities to handle money is also that we give them opportunities that they can be a giver. And so they love to be able to earn money so that they can give to different causes. And that is a really beautiful thing. And then number 3, we let them make money mistakes. It's really hard when you see your kids getting ready to make a mistake that you want to just rescue them from it, that you want to bubble wrap them and keep them safe, and that they never have disappointment, that they never experience heartache. We want our kids to have opportunities to make the $3 mistakes in order to hopefully save them the $300 and the $3,000 mistakes. So kind of our mode of how we approach this is that when our children want to use their own spending money to buy something, we don't give them a lot of input or guidance unless they ask us. Now, if it's going to be a really large purchase, we will talk about it. My daughter recently bought something that was over $100, and it was something that she saved up and she used some of her birthday money and some of her own money for. And we had a lot of talks about, okay, why do you want to get this? Do you feel like this is a good thing? Are you really happy with this? Did you do your research? What are the different options? And we actually ended up going to Target 2 times. We also looked online, and so it was something that it was a very calculated purchase that she had made a decision based upon not just an impulse, oh, I want that, but it was something that she really thought through. And so there was time and effort put into that. But if we're at the dollar store and they want to spend $1 on a cheap toy that I know is going to break tomorrow, I let them spend their $1 on the cheap toy that's going to break tomorrow. Because when it breaks tomorrow and they come to me and they're really sad and upset about it, I can say, let's talk about that. Why did you want to buy that? Do you feel like that was a good use of your money? Why or why not? And so then we can have those conversations and we can start to really unpack what it means to make wise financial choices and how their choices have consequences, whether they are good or bad. Choices have consequences. Sometimes they have to make the same mistake a few times, but eventually I'll see them taking more time and putting more thought into their purchases because they remember, oh, the last time I spent $5 at the Dollar Tree, I wasn't really happy with what I ended up coming home with. Those are the three practical ways that we are attempting to teach our kids about money, and our kids are just 12, 9, and 7. I had to think about that. And so we are learning right along with you all, and I'd love to hear from you. If you have any ideas or things that have worked well at your house, leave a comment, let us know, because there's so much that we can all learn from each other, and I am not, sitting here going, you guys, I got it all figured out. No, I want to learn from you as well. So I just wanted to open up the conversation, share some things that we have learned, some things that we're working on in our home, and then to hear from you guys. What has worked well in your home? How are you teaching your kids wise financial management? What does that look like for you?